Hello, this is Star Dragon. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll have a few games we'll be talking about today, regardless of what happened and regardless of what's going to happen in 2022. So before we can do this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell side, and you won't miss my latest video like this one. Yeah, and I also will be live streaming tomorrow on Genshin Impact on a Hangout event. If you guys would want to check me out on that and chill with me there, feel free to do so. Regardless, let's get into a video. So. And another reason, if you guys wondering why I sound different, I use my microphone right now. I'm not using my headset. My headset's still in charge, and when during I use it, it's kind of dead. So it's still charging. I can't use it right now. So regardless of that, that's why I sound different. Okay, so to a video, we're going to start out with Kiritika reboot here. The Kiritika reboot is already announced in during on the January 12th that they say they're going to shut down Kiritika soon. You still can play it right now because the only thing you can't do is just go in the cash shop and buy stuff during regardless of what happened in January 12th. In January 12th, they stopped selling stuff in there in the shop, so you still be able to play it, but you won't be able to play it on February 16th. That when it's automatically shut down for everyone. So yeah, if you still want to have some fun in there, then go ahead. It's just nothing for me to do in there. I really like the first Kiritika reboot. Well, I actually really like the first Kiritika came out. Not the reboot too much because the monster was too easy. So regardless of that, yeah, I did have some fun in there with my friend during the time it came out. So yeah. Now the next thing is going to be a Tower of Fantasy where we'll be talking about. I did look over subreddit and all the other stuff. I cannot find anything good, so I decided to go into MNOBit TV website here and take a look at it. I didn't really watch the whole video yet, so but regardless of it, I already seen how it goes. And I actually have and I also have my friend. Me and my friend were talking about it too. Let's just start with this on the developer, what they're talking about so far. So, oh, my bad, I have my screwdriver on the table here, it just fell. So it said that one of the developers mentioned in the first one here, it said that since the public test of the official team of Tower of Fantasy had gained more attention than expected, we are aware that we have many shortcomings for which we are deeply sorry and thank the player for understanding and support. Okay, so that's the first. Nothing regards there. Second one, regard to a recent rumor that it is expected that the official of Tower of Fantasy leak identity information have provided foraging player to register. We checked with TapTap and started with the facts of follow. So a lot of players, because they say they only want to do for China so far for a closing beta, or at least that's what they stated will. But there are some other players that kind of from other countries who kind of want to play the game too, so it kind of went through. But regardlessly, you want the game to be good, right? So that would be stated. But the developer, how the developer want, I respect that. Okay, the Discord group is not built by official staff of Tower of Fantasy. The group owner and the user post ID information in the group are not officially staffed in Perfect War Game, Tower of Fantasy, or TapTap. No official staff of Tower of Fantasy have ever made any contact with these accounts. The group question admits researching the player recruit or other action are not related to official Tower of Fantasy. So there are something in the Tower of Fantasy, it's all in English and those things, and the checking ID is not from the group. So nothing regardless of that, and not from Perfect War, but yeah, there are people are still doing that stuff like this anyway, even for Genshin Impact and Blue Protocol. And speaking of Blue Protocol, we're going to be talking about Blue Protocol next too after this. Regards to a video, dynamic and live content released by the B Station and user account and verification and accurate information, we have completed the version of a will further pursuit and responsibility by the legal mean for other players who are still spreading inaccurate information and malicious swearing Tower of Fantasy and Perfect War. Please immediately delete the content of untrue content, and we will be retain the right to pursue responsibility. And I'm not saying it's their fault anyway, so it's not like they can stop player from leaking in anyway. So you can't get really blame them for it, even though a lot of people are saying they're putting the weight on them right now. And we are once again hope that the measure of a player calmly and the rate of judges of all kinds speech. By the way, if I kind of mispronounce the words a little bit, I just woke up, okay? Common resistance and the stuff in the network of opinion of environment, public opinion environment. We do not believe in rumor, do not spread rumor. If you find similar rumor and suspicion infringement account, please contact the official customer service and we will be fast speed verification, feedback, and player together maintain healthy and positive network environment. Sorry about that. So regardless in everything Norway is saying and on summarization, and I did took a look at the Tower of Fantasy it's like a closed and beta test. I looked into several of them. The game is a little glitchy in a way, and the delay in there. The graphics, the combat is good, and combat, to be honest with you, the game is almost similar to Honkai Impact 3, as you guys are wondering. Hopefully nothing going on. Hopefully there's nothing going on between MiYoYo and Perfect War here, because consider it, they might file a lawsuit, but I'm not too sure yet. I'm not going to get into too much of detail right now. I already explained why. I just don't want to go through it. Regardless of that, yes, that's how it is. And yeah, it is a little glitchy and a little buggy here and there. So that's why they had to close down the global release. Unfortunately, they did. And it's not saying like game is still not playable. You still can play it when it comes out, but it's only going to be in China. It's going to come out in China. If you want to play it, you have to just use a VPN to play it. Because I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying like you don't need a VPN. Like it should say that you're going to have better experience using VPN to play the game rather than not. Because if you're not, it's going to be a little delay in there. Next up, now we're going to be talking about Blue Protocol, and regards to Blue Protocol, I've been waiting. I did the video on Blue Protocol during the alpha test. Someone like me, myself, Frost Coffee, I think he's changed his name now to One Game Robo, whatever it is, and then Aerostrong, one of the biggest Blue Protocol YouTuber right now so far, and also there is MMO bits in there too, and some other content, but all the name I actually name out are all old content creator for Blue Protocol. So that's what I actually regard as insane. And for Blue Protocol, I did mention already, they have a golden beta test and everything all looking smooth so far. They just like they just added a new feature, the new facial feature in there so far. They're working on and all camera stuff. I checked in the Twitter, then there's no update on Twitter on the Blue Protocol or anything, but I actually found out there are actually some rumors, or at least I think it is, and spreading around in subreddit. And I would ban a subreddit for Genshin Impact, okay, because they're stupid, but not in Blue Protocol because they're more mature. So the speculations there is that I just want to read one person just brought out here. It's very accurate information. This I guess okay, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but okay, let's say this though. So Blue Protocol, reason why they kind of delay it at first because of coronavirus. So then after that they came back and doing the review, but they're not going to state when it's going to come out because they don't want to get the players' hopes up, like what happened during that time. Now they actually decided to migrating the Blue Protocol from UV4, it was in UV4, to UV5 engine release there. And regardless of putting it in UV5, it's going to take a really long time to put it up there. It's going to take like at least a half a year if they're fast enough to do it. But regardless, they have to take their time. So I will have to say that it's going to be in somewhere around a year. Nearly a year, because if you want to make a game good, there's no rush. I'm still waiting for it. It's just waiting for a game better improvement that hopefully it's gonna be very good. Blue Protocol wasn't developed since 2014. You guys have not noticed. That's all I had to. That's all I have to say. I will be live streaming Gotcha Impact tomorrow, and I do need to go and Gotcha Impact today, get some of my work done in there too. But it won't be a live stream or anything. But I am live streaming tomorrow. Okay, regardless of that. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and I catch you guys on my next video, man. Peace out, y'all.